Hi guys, and welcome to site. We've just finished another frame straight today on one of our double-story Casaview designs. As you can see, the boys have done a great job out here. Basically, Casaview's been around for about 30 years now, and we see the frame straightening process as an integral part of the build. It ensures quality control, quality construction. One of the most important things is we implement quality control into all of our jobs. Okay, particularly with the frame straight, it enables that we remove any of the imperfections in the frame and that we shore the frame up ready for the next stage of construction. So what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to pass you over to Alex. He's one of our head in-house carpenters, and he's going to run you through the process and all the steps involved in the frame straight. Cheers guys.
So basically, when we first start with frame straight, we check the bottom plate. We make sure it's 100% the string lines, so there's no bumps in the skirting. Then we move on to the walls. We plumb it from top plate to top plate, making sure that bubble is dead level, dead plumb. Once we got both external corners plumbed, we then put a string line on the top plate and we check for straight all the way through. So basically from end to end, and we leave it 20 mil off, and then we measure back. This assures that the cornice is nice and straight and plumbed to the wall. Once we got the top plate right, we have to check individual studs. So what we do, we set up a string line from corner to corner, and we measure individual. Depending on the stud, whether it's got to go in or out, we crimp it by applying this block, and then we work it to get it as straight as possible. In failure to that, when we can't get it out, we'll plane it out, getting this a nice flat finish. And as you work each individual studs, you'll find that as you work down the line, you get a flat, perfect wall. This is very important in hallways and all that. It comes up a treat, and bathrooms, especially bathrooms. Once we get the bottom plate straight, we also check square within each room. So we check top and bottom plates. And we also check the measurements of the plan, making sure it's all right. After we check all the walls are straight, we then move on to the ceilings. Same principle. We put a string line from corner to corner, and we check the heights of the trusses, making sure they're all nice and flat, and double check with the straight edge. They should all line up nice and beautiful. So when you stand back, it doesn't look like there's any sags in the corners. It's all nice and square and tight. Then we move on to the windows. The windows are installed by the carpenter, but throughout construction they can move or whatever. So we make sure they're all plumbed right and perfect for the fix-out carpenter, so he has no hassles. Straightforward. Okay, so vanity's up next. So as you can see, we put in this angle, which is screwed to the wall, which is nice and strong and secure. We do this so once the vanity's on, and then we put back blocking through it, the cabinet fitter can find a fixing any place along the timber, and it's nice and secure and nice and strong. So anyone can put weight on it, kids, you name it, and it's safe. It's not going to fall off the wall. Then we move on to bathroom blocking. So right here, you'll find this will be the toilet, and that's where your toilet roll hold will be. Here you can screw anywhere along there, and it's nice and secure and strong. Then we move on to the shower rail, which is here. Same principle, blocked out, nice and strong and secure, not going anywhere. Okay, so the aircon's been installed in this one. You can see the duct which travels from the unit downstairs. We put a stack work around to cover this and make it all nice and tight and concealed. And make sure it's all flat and plumb as well. So it's all perfect, and this is inside the wardrobe. We don't cut corners, it's all good. So when we come to the flooring, we put additional glue, additional screws. We make sure it's all nice and sound, underfoot. Then we plane over the joints, making sure they're nice and flat, so there's no bumps once the carpet goes down. The strap bracing. So what we do here at Casaview is we put a little blob of silicone between the two things. And basically, if there's any impact on the wall, there's no rattle. You don't hear metal ting ting ting. That often happens when doors slam, etc. We also add additional bolts to the bracing. This pins the frame down to the floor joist below. Bulkhead above the kitchen. We construct the kitchen bulkhead on site using a laser level, making sure it's straight, dead, plumb, everything nice and strong. So once the jet rock goes in the kitchen, you get that perfect line across the top of the cupboards.
Thanks Alex for running us through the frame straightening process. I'm hoping that information is going to be helpful to a lot of people. That basically explains the Casaview difference.